What's up, YouTube? Furniture by Pete here, back with another video. Today we're going to look at the Kreg Foreman. Kreg sent me this to review, do a little video on, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with it. I didn't know what to think of it at first. I didn't know how I was going to like it, and after using it, I gotta say, it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to adjust the camera so we can look at a couple things and I can show you exactly what makes the Kreg so easy to use, so functional. And if you do a lot of work involving face framing or pocket holes, then this might be something that, is worth investing in. So let's adjust the camera, take a look. Okay guys, I switched the camera around so we can get a nice view up front of the Foreman. The first thing that you'll notice is the large aluminum surface that you have to work with. It's really, really stable, but yet really light to lift up and move around. So you really get the best of both worlds there. I love having this big surface. Any piece you put on anywhere, and it's nice and stable. It has right here on each side of this ruler marking little like stop pieces that you just adjust with a simple Allen key here and here, and it will slide along the ruler. And if you're doing a lot of, like, say, cabinetry work, you can ensure that you can kind of set up and you'll get the pocket holes drilled in the same location every single time. So if I put it up against that stop block here, pull it there. If I slide it all the way over to that same spot, if I had locked that down, I'm going to get the same exact location on this side. So really nice, equal distance, because these are set up on the same every single time. And I love that about the Foreman. That is my favorite thing, is having the ability to work on a big surface, slide it against this backstop, move it side to side, and always get them in the same location for all my pieces if I need it. And these are kind of like spring located. So let's say, like, you have a longer piece, you can just go right up against the fence right in front of it, and then this just pushes in. So it's not even in your way. It's a great little design. I love it. This acts as your clamping mechanism. So as you pull down the handle, this right here, this rubber piece will come down and grip the piece of wood, and it will hold it in place for you. And as soon as you release it, it's out, piece of cake automatically. All you do, simple adjustment up or down, depending on how thick your piece is. The fence just has these two locking mechanisms in the back, and the fence will move in and out depending on the thickness of your wood. All the way back, and it's listed here in the back, it will say 1.5", 3/4, or 1/2 inch. I'll use 1.5 inches, so I just push it all the way to the back, lock it into place, fence is all done. They supply you this template here, and it's got these depth adjustments with holes, and it's got the length of the screw that you want to use marked on it. So really all you do is you would put it up against the fence, and if I'm using like a 2-inch, I just line it up so that it goes into the 2-inch hole. And in the back there's a depth adjustment knob right here. See if I can turn it around for you to see. Right here, this knob, and you go in and out, and this will adjust how deep the screw comes out and drills your hole. So it's a really easy setup. They couldn't have made it any more simple than this. It's got a little storage area here for that, for your wrench if you have to change out the bit. It's a real simple change out. 2 seconds to disconnect this, and it'll just like snap in and snap out for a new bit. Pretty similar to, your drill. And that's it. Now, is it worth the investment? That's not something that I can tell you. Anytime something has a price tag of $300 to $400, that's really an individual decision. What I can tell you is that it is a great tool. If you do a lot of face framing for cabinets, if you're a weekend woodworker, but you love to build a bunch of projects just to have fun in the shop. And so having the ability to do things quicker would really help you. Then, this is a great investment. It is a lot of money, but just like all things Kreg, it's well made, it works well, and it's going to last. And then on top of that, their customer service is top notch. It's one of the best in the business, in my opinion. So that's really it. It's a simple tool, even though like it looks big and it looks complicated. Really, really easy to set up, fast working, can really knock out things. And if you're someone like me with a little OCD and you love being able to, if you're drilling one pocket hole to get it right in the center or something every single time, you have the ability to do it here. It even gives you an edge marker here in the ruler. If you want a pocket hole just on the edge of the wood, you just slide it up to this gray area right here, right on the edge, and it's going to drill on the edge there. Move it over to this side of the edge, it's going to drill on the edge right there. So it really does a lot of the work for you. It takes a lot of that guesswork out. So that is what I have to say about the Foreman. If you're someone out there who has it, I'd love for you to comment below and let me know, what you think of it. I really like it. I like it better than I really thought I was going to. I really enjoy the fact that I get to, set up the stops, throw the piece of wood in there, slide it each side, knock them out in every single piece, whether it's a table apron, cabinet, tree face frame, whatever. I'm going to get it in the same spot every single time. It's so quick, like I don't have to guess or reset up or realign. It's just slide against, drill, slide against, drill. Love it. So, like I said, thanks for checking out the video on the Foreman. I would love to hear from you guys if you have it. But it's a great tool. If you feel like spending the money, you won't be